I've always been fascinated by players who show up when it matters most. The ones who don't disappear in big moments, they rise. They take the spotlight and turn pressure into triumph. And one of them was Didier Drogba. He wasn't just a striker. He was a symbol, a warrior, a leader, a man who, at one point, stood for more than just a football club. Over time, I realized his story was about more than just goals and trophies. It was about survival, fight, and how one man could unite an entire country. Didier was born in 1978 in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. But his childhood, far from easy. He was just 5 years old when he was sent to France. His family hoped he'd have a safer, more stable future there. He was taken in by his uncle, Michel Gouba, a former footballer. But young Didier missed home, missed his mother, missed the country he barely knew but never forgot. He changed schools, youth clubs, towns. But through all of it, football was the one constant. He wasn't a prodigy like Messi. He didn't shine from day one, but he had something that would later define his entire career: character. He started his professional career late at 21. At Le Mans, he was quiet, under the radar. No one expected much. But then came Gingump, and that's when things changed. In the 2002-03 season, he scored 17 goals. With Drogba leading the line, Gingum finished 7th in Ligue 1. Their best-ever finish. That same season, he helped a young Florent Malouda flourish, setting the tone for his future. Then came Marseille. That's where everything exploded. He scored 32 goals in one season in Ligue 1 in the UEFA Cup, home and away. I remember him silencing Anfield with a crucial goal that knocked Liverpool out of Europe. Overnight, he became a star, and the big clubs noticed. One of them, called from London. It was 2004. Chelsea, now owned by Roman Abramovich and coached by a young Jose Mourinho, were building something new. They paid £24 million for Drogba. Many said it was too much, but Mourinho knew what he was getting. Didier's start was tough injuries, language barriers, and the brutal pace of English football. But from day one, you could tell this wasn't your average striker. In his first season, Chelsea won the Premier League, their first league title in 50 years. Drogba wasn't top scorer, but he showed up when it counted. In the 2005 League Cup final against Liverpool, Chelsea were down 0-1. In extra time, Drogba scored the goal to put them ahead. Chelsea won 3-2. That was his first final goal in England, and as we'd later find out, not his last. Over the years, Drogba became the ultimate big game player. Whenever there was a final, Drogba didn't just play. He dominated. FA Cup 2007, he scored the winner against Manchester United in the 116th minute.
Mikel finds Drogba, little flick on, Didier Drogba's in it! And Didier Drogba scored! Surely it's the goal that wins the FA Cup for Chelsea!
League Cup 2007, 2 goals against Arsenal.
Drogba is onside! Didier Drogba! Chelsea are back on terms! Now, Robin. Plenty of blue shirts around. One of them's Drogba, and he scored again. It is a...
He played in 10 domestic finals and scored in 9 of them. Chelsea won 10 out of 11 finals he played in. That's not a coincidence. That's a mentality. But nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what happened on May 19th, 2012. Chelsea versus Bayern Munich in Munich's 60,000 German fans. 88th minute, Chelsea are down 0-1, then a corner. Mata delivers Drogba, rises like a rocket. Goal 1-1. Extra time. It feels like momentum is with Chelsea. But then Drogba fouls Ribery in the box. But Peter saves it. Was it luck? or fate. In the penalty shootout, Drogba takes the decisive shot. The ball hits the back of the net. Chelsea win the Champions League for the first time in their history. But Didier Drogba wasn't just about football. In 2005, after Ivory Coast qualified for their first ever World Cup, Drogba did something unforgettable. He got down on his knees in the dressing room, took a microphone, and pleaded with the country's politicians to end the civil war. A few days later, a ceasefire was declared. One man, one team, one nation. After leaving Chelsea, Drogba played in China, Turkey, and the United States. But in 2014, he returned for one final season. He wasn't as fast anymore, but the spirit was still there. He helped Chelsea win another Premier League title, this time as a mentor. On May 24, 2015, he played his final game for Chelsea. In the 30th minute, he came off, carried off the pitch by his teammates, a legend. Given the farewell he truly deserved. Drogba never won the Ballon d'Or, but he won something far more lasting the hearts of the fans. Most goals scored in English Cup finals to 9. First African player to score 100 Premier League goals. Chelsea's all-time top scorer in European competitions. 36 goals. 4 goals in FA Cup finals, an all-time record. Some players leave numbers. Drogba left a legacy. I've seen many great strikers, but very few who could single-handedly change the outcome of games. And even the fate of a nation, Didier Drogba was one of those men. Not perfect, not flawless, but great. And whenever I think of the 88th minute in a must-win game, when everything seems lost, I see him rising above everyone, because some players just play the game, and some write history. If you want more stories like this one, give a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Next time, I'll tell you about another footballer who changed more than just the scoreboard.